This is my WEP 926 LED soldering station, ESD safe it says. I do an unboxing of this, I think. Just an unboxing, don't show you, sorry, I'm knocking the tripod here. Not showing any soldering. Now with soldering irons or anything, let me use a ruler as an example first. So here I have a ruler. Now if I move it a very small amount here, it moves much further over at the end. It's because of the distance, the length of the ruler. So even a small movement here moves a long way over there. It's basically like leverage. Obviously you're going to get less energy at that. Won't get into leverages. It's just to show you. So when you're soldering, if you're soldering delicate parts, this is what I wanted this for, is you've got the length of the soldering iron. So even a small movement in the hand, say, will move quite a bit. So all you need those letters there, if you can see them, on the tip. So if you're doing SMD, you wouldn't use this sort of tip probably with SMD anyway. Just an example of this, that it'd be hard to do. So what I've developed, well, printed is this. And this is what I'm calling a pencil grip holder. Oops, that's sliding off. Yep, I noticed that slide off. I'm going to talk about that just a bit later. But basically you can slide the cable in here, pop it in, push this, make sure the soldering iron's off when you're doing this. Pop this up and cool down, so the soldering iron wants to be off and cool down. Pull this up, and now that's held in there quite firm, but basically I can hold the soldering iron quite close now, which gives me a lot more control over where the tip is. I can rest my hand on something. Quite often when you hold it at the end, because of the angles, you can't really rest your hand on something, but here I can rest my hand on something. Now I've only printed this in PLA in this case, but you want high temperature plastics. I'll talk about this now. Is what I found is when you're taking it apart, obviously again you want it cool off and cool down, that this rubber sort of grip thing, which just goes on here, comes off. Now I can quite easily slide that down, especially if I have something, I have a nail, old sort of nail file here. I can slide that out and obviously remove the cable. So all I'm going to do here is put some drops of super glue on here, just cheap CA glue, and then push this on so that does stop down. That's just like a rubber grip separate sheath thing, quite slippy actually. So I'll do that now, then I'll come back. Right, so I'll say put some drops of super glue on the shaft, and I'll push this down on top. I'll give it a few, well, 30 seconds or so to set. So this cable can go into this slot quite easily, so long as you've got just the cable, not the sort of strain relief there. Pull it up, and then it's like gripping in position there. And twist it round or hold it so that you can solder a bit more controlled. So you've got this sort of edge on here to try and keep your fingers from going further forward. So it's almost like using a pencil in a way. Got a lot more control. Now the only problem, well, a couple of problems having this on here is that it will not go into the stand. As for putting it in the stand, well, you can put it in the stand by almost pushing the soldering iron down like that and then having this loose. I mean, I don't think that will fall off the cable. Oh yes, it will actually. Yeah, because that's quite loose there. Or just remove it and put it in the stand. and when you're going to use it, take it out the stand. Keep an eye on temperature. As I said, when I did a test, this did get, well, it wasn't hot when I held it in my hand like this, but if I almost gripped it like this, then I could certainly feel the heat using this PLA. So as I'll repeat again, use high temperature filaments. I'll show you inside. The string on there, that's not too bad. Nice texture grip.